Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Coming up here pretty soon, we have what is basically going to be the final major content update of the Vanguard and Warzone 1 era. Of course, Modern Warfare 2's second weekend of the beta is coming up here, but then just after that, we've got the drop of Season 5 Reloaded, which is the final major update for Season 5 and the final content update, I should say, before MW2 drops. That, of course, taking place on October 28th. Speaking of the 28th, though, that appears to be when Season 5 Reloaded is dropping just a month earlier, September 28th. We usually end up seeing the major updates for Warzone and Vanguard go live on two separate split dates. One day, the Tuesday usually of the week it is for Vanguard, and that'll get the title update. They get the patch notes, but none of the content is live yet. And then the following day, Wednesday, is when the Warzone update goes live, and all the content is time gated into that update. So after that patch goes out, then everything is available between Vanguard and Warzone. And we know, thanks to Ted Timmons, who obviously works at Raven, we've talked about Ted many times here on the channel, he confirmed that the Season 5 Reloaded update is in fact happening at the usual time at the end of the month, meaning the 27th and the 28th should be the prime time for Season 5 Reloaded to drop. Obviously, the 27th being the Vanguard update, the 28th being the full seasonal update for Warzone, including all the content and new changes coming. Now, as far as the gameplay specific changes, you know, weapon tuning, patch notes, stuff like that, they have yet to go into full detail on that, but they should be doing so in the coming days. It'll be a little bit tricky with weekend 2 of the MW2 beta. Obviously, that is like the forefront of everything right now. That's the main focus, main priority for all the social teams. So I imagine that maybe once that comes to a close early next week, we'll get some information on Season 5 Reloaded. But of course, whenever it does surface, we're going to be talking about it here. But while we don't have gameplay specifics, we do have plenty of content and other confirmed changes to break down. Of course, this season with the whole heroes versus villain things, our main operators have already been revealed, and we've got a couple of them already in game, but we do have 2 left to debut. And of course, these are both going to be introduced via new store bundles, those being Seraph, who we've seen in the Black Ops games previously. I'm not quite sure how Seraph made it into the villain operator section, but hey, that's where we're at. Then we also have Rourke from Ghosts, one of the greatest campaigns in COD history that still has yet to be concluded. The cliffhanger still is yet to be followed up, which is kind of disappointing. But we got Seraph, we got Rourke. Both of them are coming to the store here with Season 5 Reloaded. Not necessarily right at launch, but during the Season 5 Reloaded time period, which is essentially from the day the update goes live on, like I said, most likely the 28th, through November 16th. That's the end date for Season 5 here. That's when Season 1 of MW2 and Warzone 2 kicks off. So we have quite a bit of time to go until that, but that's when Season 5 is essentially being extended to, if you will, rather than the usual like 8-week long season. We also have a pretty interesting update coming for Rebirth Island that we don't know too much about, but it is mentioned in the initial roadmap reveal as Rebirth Resurgence Supreme. Now, we've seen Rebirth Resurgence, we've seen Rebirth Resurgence Extreme, which is an increased player count. Rebirth Resurgence Supreme hasn't gone in and directly mentioned an increase to the player count, although we can probably assume that. But what they did detail is that this is going to be a group of quads dropping in with respawns enabled, so obviously still Rebirth Resurgence gameplay, but you get special rewards for getting over 15 eliminations in a match. I believe as a squad, like 15 elims as a solo is a pretty high standard. I don't think they'd go that far out to give that challenge, because I don't think too many players would be completing that. But apparently it's all about, you know, fragging out and getting a ton of kills as a team, and if you get over 15, you get some certain rewards. So that could be pretty interesting to check out, and definitely a fun little LTM for Rebirth. There is also a Fortune's Keep like tournament thing coming up, but that's not really too related to content or like the Season 5 Reloaded update. That's just like a little tournament thing going on, sort of a spin-off of the World Series of Warzone. Now, the main components, if you will, of the Season 5 Reloaded update are of course the weapons. This is what pretty much everybody has their eyes on, and for the first time in Reloaded update history, we actually have not one weapon debuting, but 2 new weapons debuting, which is pretty interesting. Also, the quick reminder as we get into the weapon talk here, if you are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with the latest news, updates, loadouts, tips, everything going on in COD. You are going to find it right here, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post noties, and if you guys enjoy this video, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be seriously appreciated, as it does really help the channel grow. But like I said, we got 2 weapons dropping. Unfortunately, they have been very, very ambiguous with the details on these weapons. Really, all we know is that one is called the Liena 57. This is a new assault rifle, and per usual with the mid-season or the reloaded update weapons, it should be available via a store bundle if you want to go ahead and just buy it and start using it right away. But if you want to customize it and actually unlock the full weapon, you can unlock it for free via a brand new unlock challenge. The details of said challenge have yet to be revealed. We should get that information again in the coming days, and we'll be covering that when that surfaces. The other new weapon is the BP-50, which is essentially a reimagined F-2000 from Modern Warfare 2, it looks like. This is a bullpup rifle, and again, it should be unlocked via a store bundle if you want to buy it outright. But if you again want to customize it, you have to unlock it manually via whatever the unlock challenge ends up being. Because these are both rifles, you'll probably have to do a challenge relating to assault rifles, like, I don't know, get 15 long shots in general or something like that to unlock these. It should be pretty basic. They've actually really made the unlock challenges for new weapons way easier the last few times around, so hopefully that trend continues on with Season 5 Reloaded here. But yeah, we are getting 2 brand new rifles, BP-50 and the Liena 57. I'm excited to cover both of these and see how they stack up in the current rifle meta, which honestly pretty competitive as it stands. Then the final thing we have for Warzone is just the Trello board issues. These should in theory be fixed with Season 5 Reloaded. Both of these things have been on the Trello board for quite some time. That of course being the Gulag audio, where there just is no audio present. You can hear your gunfire sometimes, but there's no explosive sounds, there's no footstep sounds, there's no equipment sounds. Very strange. Hopefully that gets fixed with Season 5 Reloaded. Then also hopefully private matches end up returning, because there have been several bugs going on there with those. Also, with the start of Season 5 Reloaded on the 28th, we do have some double battle pass XP, and what's especially nice, some double weapon XP. So those 2 new rifles, you can level them up super fast with that double weapon XP active, and that's live from the 28th all the way to the 6th. So great time to jump on right when this update goes live so you can grind out those guns. Also, obviously, everything here with the operators with Seraph and Rourke, then also the weapons, the Liena 57 and the BP-50, those are all going to be available in Vanguard as well. The final piece of content that we have confirmed for the Season 5 Reloaded update is Vanguard specific though, and that is the final multiplayer map of the year, most likely, known as Fortress. This is just another standard 6v6 map, so nothing too crazy. It is unfortunate that pretty much every single season for Vanguard only saw 2 new maps introduced. That just seems very lackluster in terms of new content, but Vanguard all year, I guess, could sort of be described as that, right? So hopefully things change with MW2 in the content season there. But yeah, the final major update, final major content update, I should say, is officially on the horizon here. As I mentioned earlier, as we get new information on this, we should see a Season 5 Reloaded roadmap reveal, hopefully, alongside some blogs detailing some of the content updates and changes. We are going to be breaking all that down on the channel, so stay tuned for that alongside everything else going on in the world of Call of Duty. We are approaching the best time of the year for COD players, with launch for MW2 on the horizon the final few weeks or final month or so here in Warzone 1 as well. So make sure you're subbed, turn on those post noties. YouTube likes to be with the notifications, so if you want to go the extra step and always ensure you're notified whenever I post a new video, you can also join the Discord server. There's always notifications there as well. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for that spicy discount on all Scuf, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and all those links can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.